From the top of the mountain to the coast, it's the sports podcast that's making sure you quench your thirst on this nice little thirsty Thursday. This is episode 6 of Toss Up. I'm Jonathan Thompson. That's my co-host, John Taylor. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. Episode 6. You know what I'm saying? We promise y'all not to be on colored people time. But hey, we're making sure we're doing once a week. But hey, he's got a busy schedule. I'm busy with the coach in the school. Hey, but we're still going to keep our promise. And we got a treat for you. You got an episode today, and then we're going to go back to regular scheduled programming on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because, we couldn't do a podcast on Jesus' Day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's almost like we doing a little tight turnaround like the NFL schedule, except in reverse. You know what I'm saying? You know how they play the Sunday game and then they turn around on Thursday, and we doing the opposite.
Facts. No bye week. No bye week. We got to go. To get to it, we got to go, man.
Yeah,
hey, every week.
Jumping on the plane, get to the next game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But we here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Friendly reminder that you could be watching and listening to anything in the world right now, but you're watching and listening to us, and we'll always be appreciative of that.
Man, every time I love to see the notifications, man. Hey, anything is plenty. Shout out Devin the dude, man. But hey, we getting views on top of views. I'm getting the notifications every day. You know what I'm saying? So we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to spread out there. We got some things cooking. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot more reels coming away, some, quick hits and stuff like that. So we rolling. We're going to be there. But we appreciate it. We appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate the future followers coming in advance. So thank you.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's go ahead and switch to some quick hits real quick, my brother.
Absolutely.
So first one, we're going to go to the college world. I'm not going to be too hostile. We're going to talk about the University of North Carolina. They hired Mike Malone as their new head coach to a 6-year, $50 million contract. How we feel about that, my brother?
Hey, man, great pickup. Great pickup. My only question about it for me is is Mike Malone going to stay the whole contract? Because if he makes some noise and they have a little bit of success, it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? He'd probably be gone in 3-4 years. I can almost guarantee you that $50 million guarantee. Mike Malone ain't stupid. But hey, I think it's a good look. It's a hell of a coach. He's gonna pull the best out of North Carolina, and with that kind of pull, a lot of college kids always gonna want to follow somebody who touched the NBA. So recruiting ain't gonna be that hard for them.
Oh yeah,
believe that. NIL too. Oh yeah, yes. Please.
Yeah,
this man won an
NBA
championship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
NBA championship coach.
1,000%. How you thinking?
So I like it for Malone personally, you know what I'm saying? So to me, while you're talking about he might not make it all 5, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of agreeing with you on that point. I just think that, you know what I'm saying, he looked at the NBA landscape, thought about what possible jobs would be open, and was like, I'm good on that, my guy. Because, you know what I'm saying, somebody with that resume already, you know what I'm saying, he got to be for a contender, you know what I'm saying? I don't know of any contending coach that coach on the hot seat, you know what I'm saying? So.
Absolutely, yeah. You won a championship, bro, and you won a championship building to that team. I can only see him coming back to the NBA. The team got to have a lot of assets going forward with a good players now, but he's not going back to a rebuilding stage, bro. Ain't no way. Yeah. He done had the Joker. Anything less than the Joker, ain't no way. He ain't leaving college for that.
Yeah, exactly. And then you know what I'm saying.
But good pickup.
Yeah, definitely a good pickup. And you know what I'm saying. Fun fact. You know what I'm saying. He's actually the first coach since 1951 to have no ties to UNC, bro. That's crazy. For the last 75 years, every coach they had some sort of connection, whether they played there, was assistant coach there, grad assistant, whatever the case may be. And then you find out that his daughter actually plays for the volleyball team there. And then you're like, oh, okay, so now UNC definitely makes sense, bro. I don't know if it's the only college job you would have taken, bro. If Duke was calling, I'm pretty sure you might have listened, you know what I'm saying? If it was UConn calling, if it was one of those blue bloods, maybe even if Kentucky was open up or something like that, you might listen. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. UNC wouldn't have been the only option, bro. And you know what?
Yeah.
Even though I be bagging on the fan base a lot of the time because you know what I'm saying, a lot of them ain't loyal. college basketball is good when both those schools on Tobacco Road, both them and Duke, are competing for championships. And right now, only one of those schools
Yep.
is doing that. So, and
Mhm.
then
It's
also,
yeah, it's
it,
inevitable.
and also, it might be interesting for Mike Malone on top of that because he could be only the second coach in history to win both NBA championship and an NCAA championship. You know who the other one was?
Uh oh. Hold on. The only one who win both and both. Hold on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Ooh, don't tell me. Oh man, he won both. No, not him. He didn't win. Oh man, who? Oh, um, no, he didn't win one either. I'm gonna say Rick Pitino, but he ain't win in the NBA.
No.
Ooh, hold on. Let me get a good whack at it. A good whack. I'm trying to remember. When did he get his ring in college?
Um, I would have to look that up myself. I know it was this century.
This century in the 2000s. Ooh, we fuck. Oh man, damn, that's a shit. I feel like we on 4 for 4. Oh fuck.
Oh no! He won the NBA championship this century. I forgot. My bad. The college one was back in the '80s. So,
Hey, I'm stupid.
all right.
Uh oh, blow my mind, man. Pause.
Larry Brown.
Duh.
He won with Kansas in '88. Um,
You right.
and
You
then
right.
he won with the Pistons.
You right. You damn Larry Brown. You right. God damn it. You right.
I forgot when he went back to college the
You're
second
right.
time after the Pistons. Nah, he was getting his ass whooped. But yeah,
Yeah. It was over with them.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah, Larry Brown. Yeah, hey, Hall of Fame coach. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Mike
Yeah.
Malone will be only the second coach to do that if he does win one in UNC.
That's impressive, man. But I don't know. So I have to ask a question though. I mean, will it be as good as Larry Brown? Because Larry Brown did it in order, and like he kind of won the NBA championship. Then came. I mean, is it the same
Man, it
mystique?
took
I
Larry
guess?
Brown a long time to get that NBA one, though, boy. He needed the right circumstance because I felt like he should have won one with Philly, but you know who they ran to. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buzzsaw.
Facts.
Hey, but he got his lick back with a better team though.
Oh,
and
yeah,
and you,
for
you
sure.
know what's so crazy? And what's so crazy? This is no knock on AI. AI top 5 shooting guard of all time, but it's crazy. He got there with AI, but he won the championship with his philosophy. That's interesting because he was always telling AI to win with the team, play team ball and stuff like that. But it's ironic he won with a team. So I know it probably never will come public, but I know he felt validated that he won without a quote unquote big superstar. I know he wear that medal with pride. No knock on AI. I know he love AI now, but it's just like I knew my teachings and my coachings was valid when I won with the Pistons. So so it's like that's good. They beat the shit out the Lakers, but the Lakers was already broken up by the end though. So it was what it was. Actually, the freaking is actually the Lakers are winless against the Pistons in the finals. No, I take that back. They're 2-1. They're 1-2. No, yeah, they 1-2. Yep, because they won in '88 when they cheated. They cheated the Pistons game 6. But yeah, they 1-2. So the Pistons always had their number.
Yo. All right, man. And then next topic, we got Gino Auriemma, man.
Oh.
Yeah, so he lost himself in how he handled Don Staley, bruh, after losing the Final Four to South Carolina, bruh. Crashed out. Started out in the in-game interview with Holly Rowe, you know what I'm saying? He did what most fans start doing, you know what I'm saying? They start jumping on social media as soon as their team gets smacked and start blaming the refs and stuff, you know? Saying it wasn't enough fouls being called as if, you know what I'm saying, you don't know that as you moving along in the tournament, the game gets more physical, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then he continued that crash out post game, you know what I'm saying, in the handshake line with Don Staley, man. And the justification being he waited 3 minutes for a handshake, bruh. I think we both agree that he was foul on this one. You go ahead and talk to me, bro. How foul, bro?
Man, you know what? I have an interesting perspective on it. I think it's good for the game. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. It's. I'm trying to tell you. I think the whole basketball world know if Dawn Staley did that, her job would be in jeopardy right now. But Gino got a lot of cachet, and Gino, you got your ass whooped, bro. It's kind of like you had to find something to blame instead of just getting your ass whooped.
Yeah.
You had to find something to blame. And so my thing about it is, it's like I love it because now that rivalry's gonna go up, and you know what I'm saying, because this ain't the first time he had beef with a GOAT coach. Pat Summitt didn't like his ass. God rest her soul.
Exactly.
They had beef for years. And they just sit back. It's like, hey, this is how Gino is, bro. He a competitor. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you got 12 national championships. Whoop de fucking do, bro. It's like, but that goes to show you still care and this, that, and the third. But it was unfortunate. I think hopefully behind closed doors he can talk to Dawn Staley and really apologize and stuff like that. But he got his ass whooped. He pouted. He just gotta walk it off, bro. It is what it is. Walk it off. You can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what's so crazy about it? And then Dawn Staley did all that bullshit and then got her ass whooped. And I'm like, really? Damn, Dawn, that was supposed to be the time to get it, bro. That would have been one of your best championships.
When the whole culture was riding behind you off the top. Hey, like Joy Taylor said, hey, Gino, we don't play about Don, bro. We don't play about Don, man.
And bro, I'm telling you now. Granted, they ain't got her Charlotte Sting jersey on Mitchell and S, but just after that bullshit, I'm gonna get her USA jersey, bro. I gotta get it. Her and Shadur Sanders #2 jersey. Them on the next in line, but I'm getting the Dawn Staley jersey first. I'm getting that one first.
And I wonder if I know we talk about Pat Summitt, but Muffin McGraw did a little spat on it. She was getting interviewed, former Notre Dame head coach and stuff. I wonder, because she used to smack Gino a lot in the tournament too. I wonder if she got that smoke like that. I mean, she obviously said it was unprofessional with Gino and stuff like that, but I wonder if Gino ever did any like sort of nasty stuff to her. You know what I'm saying? Because he does got a thing, bro. Because he started out, he's 9-7 right now all time versus Don. But as soon as you texted me that this was going on, because I was out and about and stuff like that, I was like, I can understand why. Because Don been putting belt to ass to him, because he might be 9-7 against her, but Don's won 7 of the last 9, and they ain't been particularly close, bro. They won by an average of 14 points.
Nope.
Like, belt to ass. Like, Don figured him out, and he mad, bro.
Well, I think, but me personally, I think she could have got that national championship last year, man. But I think it was so much friction going on internally, man. I think for Wiley was out of there. There's a lot of things probably done and hid away from that team. But I feel like the team could have won last year because it was uncharacteristic for them to get their ass whooped like that. So I'm thinking South Carolina probably had like a lot of internal shit going on last year.
Yeah, exactly. And then besides that, Gino, you don't think that Moki and all them are getting tired of getting their ass whooped every conference championship? Like, every time they run up on South Carolina, they getting their ass whooped too, bro. Like, and the last point I was gonna make, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I love the fact of what he's done for women's basketball and stuff like that. But
absolutely,
I started thinking, I was like, I kind of equated to Eminem being in rap. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you're a guest. It's women's basketball, bro. Recognize you a guest, bro. Like, it's like Eminem's a guest in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying, love Eminem, how great he is and all that stuff, like, you're still a guest, bro. Like, be respectful of especially the women legends that are in that game, bro. Because it's starting to seem like you got a pattern about that. And it's not a good thing.
It's not, because you did that to Pat and you did that to Don too. I see, to agree what you're saying about that pattern, man. He's going after coaches that got a brighter light than him, I think. I mean, he's solidified for the rest of his life, bro. 12 national championships again,
like
probably. I think 12.
What he done for women's basketball, and I'm pretty sure like the women's that been through UConn over the years, they probably was like, that's not characteristic of Gino, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. But it's starting to show like it's a pattern, like. And I love the players that come out of UConn, whether it's Paige, Brianna, all of them. Like,
man.
But y'all coach.
Did you see that? Yeah, did you see that shit I posted? I had posted it, bro, when they was like, who would win out of all-time UConn and USC? I said UConn, and it ain't even close. Mm-hmm. Sharon Miller, the only one from USC. Everybody else getting murdered. Hell no. Hell no. UConn won what? 4-5 straight? Man.
Yeah.
But last thing I say about Gino, for what it's worth though, bro, again, you got 12 national championships. At this point in your career, man, everything else is just extra, bro. You ain't got nothing else to prove, Gino. So man up, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Your legacy's good. It's solidified. Yeah, it's solidified, bro. You alright? Just chill, bro. Not Don, bro. Not do an up and coming coach like that. But don't do Don like that. Don didn't deserve that shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not accusing Don of anything, but even though he was using the handshake, you never know. Don probably was playing mind games with him because he do it. You never know. But nigga, you see when he tried her, that Philly came out of her quick.
Oh yeah.
Got Philly came out of her.
Said I will beat Gino's ass.
I will beat his fucking ass.
Ooh,
Don didn't play that shit.
The Philly came out of her, boy.
Nigga. Dude. Don from Philly.
That's exactly what came out of her.
Come on, Don ain't no
came
hoe.
out of her, bro. That cocoa butter and all that.
Yeah, Don ain't no hoe.
Hey, that Cardi B song.
Don don't play that shit.
That Cardi B song they always play when South Carolina be on their commercial and stuff. Hello, it's me. Yeah, that's exactly how she started coming at you.
Facts.
Hello, it's me, motherfucker.
Facts,
Like, keep playing if you
Facts,
want to.
Mm-hmm. Facts. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
That shit there is crazy.
Yeah. But let's move on to the boxing world. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder defeated Derek Chisora in a heavyweight fight in London on Saturday night by a split decision. Two of the judges had it for him, 115, 111, 115, 113. And then the third judge had it 115, 112 for Chisora, which is kind of weird because Wilder had 2 knockdowns. I know they deducted a point during the fight, but yeah, that's a big gap between rounds. Like, they was duking it out for sure, but when a guy got 2 knockdowns by himself, like, I don't see how you could come up with that wide of a margin. But anyways, after the fight, he called out Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua said he ain't ready for that, man. But how you feel about it? You want to see it?
Hell yeah. Joshua and Wilder sell tickets, but me personally, don't get me wrong, Wilder, this is just me. This is just John Taylor. Man, I don't want to hear shit you gotta say till you avenge yourself against Fury. Nothing else is gonna impress me. Now, if you beat Joshua, that's no small feat. Let me put respect on Joshua now. But no, you gotta get your get back on Fury. Other than that, you just blowing smoke, bro. I don't care. Yeah. You gotta get him back. You done fought him twice, I think, and lost twice. But it's just like, hey, you at least gotta get 3 times? Damn. You at least gotta get one
draw and 2 L's. I think he should have won the first fight personally, but you know what I'm saying, that's neither here nor there. The ref might have had a little long 10 count, you know what I'm saying? That 10 count might have been almost 15 seconds, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey, allegedly. I wouldn't put it past sports, bro. I wouldn't put it past sports.
But you know what I'm saying? I do agree with you. I watch it for the love of the sport. But I feel like this is kind of like the Pacquiao-Mayweather situation. Like, y'all waited way too long to make this fight happen. Like, this fight should have happened pre-COVID. Like, when Wilder was sleeping everybody, you know what I'm saying? Even like that first fight with Fury when he knocked him down and went to the draw. Like, I needed that version of Deontay Wilder to face the Anthony Joshua that was beating up on Klitschko, that made Klitschko pretty much retire. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder I wanted to see.
But you know, it's crazy. One thing. Yep, 1000%. And like I said, I don't want to sound like that old head T, but it's just like, bro. That's why I respected the golden era of boxing, which was like Muhammad Ali era and like into the Tyson era, because none of the big names ducked each other. They actually boxed, bro. And it is so hard to get that marquee matchup now. It's so hard, bro. And now, and you made a good point, man. You won't wait too long to do this shit, man. Everybody fought each other back in the day when they was young.
Facts.
When they was young, bro, and like
it was raking in like they was raking in what y'all raking in now when y'all not fighting the big names. Like they was raking in $40 million, $50 million.
Man, shout out to the big four, Hitman, R.I.P. Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard. All of them fought each other on the loop in the 80s. All of them. All of them, you know what I'm saying? All of them was in their prime. All of them was at the peak of their powers. Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali fought at their prime. Ali, fresh, rusty out of boxing. He fought George Foreman in his prime, man. That's what boxing's all about, man. It's a it's a dangerous sport, but at the same time, bro. Nowadays, man, it's too much of building your brand, bro. Back then, they built their brand through boxing, bro. Now it's more build your brand than you box, in my opinion.
Yeah, facts. For sure. They got it backwards. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Box, man. It's okay. Just box. A good boxing career is at least about 45, 50 fights. A good one at decency. You can probably, at best, if you're good, you can do about 2 a year. Maybe if you was like Tyson in his prime, maybe 3. But at the same time, bro, like fight, like when you young, like, you know, I think Tank will come back eventually one year if he can stay out of trouble. But bro, all of y'all got to come together and fight while you young, man. You'll get a bigger bag. Trust me.
Yeah.
You'll get a bigger bag.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Joshua has really been ducking like both of the names, like whether it's Wilder or whether it's Fury. And Fury even like he got a fight coming up this Saturday, but he was like, Anthony Joshua, fuck Deontay Wilder, you can fight me. I mean, we've been needing to do this for Britain. Who's the baddest in the kingdom?
Come on, man.
Like, why you been ducking that?
Be a good one.
I would have at least proved that. Like, if you was gonna duck Wilder, that's cool. That's international. That's the world. But you got a man in your backyard talking shit, saying, "Bruh, I'm not sure that you're the best." Not here.
Nah, facts. Yeah. No, you right. You on the money with that one, bro. That'd be a good marquee match. Do you think Joshua and Fury be bigger than him and Wilder?
Yeah, just because it's gonna be for all Britain, and out of Britain's fans, they obviously gonna fill up whether it's Wembley Stadium or Tottenham Spur or whatever soccer stadium they want to put that in. It's gonna be packed up in there. You know what I'm saying? We could do it big here too. We can put that at ATT. We can put that at ATT Stadium too. Like, I mean, we could do some big stuff here too. But yeah. I know in Europe specifically, it's gonna be a grand event, and I mean probably over here too, because we gonna be interested in just two top heavyweights, just duking it out. Just let's see who is the best. And if it's Fury again, then I mean, he don't need to fight Wilder again. He already beat him twice. Like the first one was close, but the last that belt to ass. Like.
That was like Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver type shit. But it was like
any excuses for me.
It was like, but you know what? You already know. That's what I'm saying. It's going like, but Netflix is gonna hop on that, and you know how Netflix. I know Netflix will be the one to promote it, and then boy, they will sell Wembley Stadium seat about 80,000, boy.
Hey, and
it
shout out
seats
to Netflix.
80,000.
Shout out to Netflix for making these fights free. I appreciate that. Like, you just got to pay for your subscription. I appreciate you. You already get enough money from all of us around the world. Like, the least you could do is give us free fights, bro. I appreciate that.
Bro, give this. You know me. You know I love coming off the top rope with some shit. If Netflix stay consistent, give Netflix about 3-4 years. ESPN might get watered down till you heard it first. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, because Netflix, you can have your content.
They already doing layoffs in Disney, bro. They already doing layoffs in Disney. So I don't know which ones are going to be in the ESPN, but yeah, they already laying off 1,000 employees. So.
Mm-hmm. Netflix coming for that ass, boy. And it's like, don't get me wrong, the subscription's gonna probably rise $10 every year. Who cares? But shit, but at the same time, let's say Netflix go to $100. It ain't gonna really matter because you can have everything on that one thing. Everything. Yep, exactly. So watch out.
You won't need another service.
Paramount do UFC. That's cool. Now watch out Peacock. Well, Peacock got to be back, and they already got Sunday Night Football and stuff. So I'm glad, bro. It's good. ESPN is cool. Like, you know me, I'm a WWE guy. I don't think WWE gonna be that long because it's not the same pump to me.
Yeah.
But you know. Yeah, but Netflix gonna be on there. Don't you worry about that. Like Fury and Joshua, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, love to see
You
that.
know that Netflix gonna get on that, and both of them gonna get like a 9-figure check. Both of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Both
that
of
one?
them.
Oh yeah. But then let's go ahead and move to the last one. I did want to headline this by saying LeBron doesn't like M towns, but my man lived in Miami, and I'm pretty sure he loved Miami.
Yes.
So your man's coming off the top rope last week, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Invited himself to a handicap match. While we talk about WWE, invited himself to a handicap match versus Milwaukee and Memphis, bruh. So last Thursday, he made a comment on the Bob Does Sports episode where he was asked if travel gets worse for him, and he said yeah, and proceeded to add to it. Like, you could have just ended that yeah, bruh. But you know what I'm saying? A random fucking Tuesday in Milwaukee, staying at the fucking Hyatt at 41 years old. You think I want to do that shit? Being in Memphis on a random ass fucking Thursday. You guys gotta move, man. You gotta move over to Nashville, man. You got Vanderbilt over there. You got NASCAR. You got a stadium. You don't they got a hockey team too? Like, they got everything.
Come on, man.
And then he doubled down on it because he was asked about it after, I think it was the game on Saturday. He was asked about it. He was like, "What's wrong with my comments? Hey, what are we talking about? People need to chill out." You think he was fair or foul with the comments, bro? Because I feel some
Man,
type of way. So, but
no bullshit. No, you know what? Because my daughter's mother is from Memphis. She say nothing but good things about it. She say Memphis is solid, but she only mostly talk about the food. She say everything. Yeah, she say everything is kind of like, you know, Renaissance and calling it old or whatnot. But then again, at the same time, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's like, that's LeBron's opinion. A lot of people can get mad all they want to, but it's one thing that he told. It's one thing that he told me that was very noteworthy. And when he was on the golf course, he said you need to get your pro players better facilities. So you mean to tell me NBA ain't got no top notch facility? That says a lot about Memphis. And when it comes to Milwaukee, and not to jump ahead, but he said the same shit about Milwaukee as far as like handicap match. You remember that story? You remember that story? Shout out Club 520. But Jeff T told his championship story. He said these mofos, everybody in Milwaukee won the championship. Nobody showed up to the after party. He said he ended up going back to Indiana and playing 2K that night. You see why Giannis want to get the fuck up out of there. He said nobody showed up to the party. Giannis celebrated with his family, which is totally okay. But he said Milwaukee was dead after the championship, bro. Dead. He in the house playing 2K. PJ Tucker tried to get him to go to Vegas. Man, T was like, man, I'm cool, man. I'm just gonna go home and play the game. That's it. That tell me everything I need to know about them cities. Like, bro, I'm it's not coming off the top rope, but I'm just being honest. Bro, Milwaukee is a football town. And you know Green Bay Packers, them cheeseheads, you know their fan base is a high percentage of you know who. So, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, a lot of people don't like going to Milwaukee, bro. Dane, when he first went to Milwaukee, he said like the first 6-7 months, he stayed in his house with wasn't nothing to do. So it's like, it's okay. Those states and cities are for those people who enjoy that type of environment, and I don't fault them for that. But when it comes to us, I guess, shit, Bron wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong, bro. He wasn't wrong at all. Everybody just up in arms about it. So whatever. It is what it is.
I'm like half and half with it, personally, you know what I'm saying? So the part of him having an opinion on it, that part's okay. Like, everybody got a preference of cities that they like and cities that they don't necessarily care for. We all got them. Like, there's certain cities that we go to vacation, certain cities that we gonna avoid. Like, but I mean, on my personal list, Miami's number one, and then for me, Memphis is actually number two. I love Memphis. Like, Memphis showed me love every time I was there, and you don't have to deal with you're around the culture, and you don't have to deal with the traffic of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, hey, I love me some
traffic
Memphis.
is good out there like that.
I'm not. I mean, it's solid, but like I said, it's not like Atlanta, bro. Miami too. Miami traffic is terrible, bro. But I just love being around the beach and all that stuff in Miami. Like, yeah. But what I was gonna say is where is foul though, bro? Where is foul? Don't tell somebody to move their team, bro. Like, You know what I'm saying? I spent time in both towns, you know what I'm saying, Memphis and Nashville. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed both of them. And it's kind of
Yeah.
noteworthy he mentioned Nashville and he was motherfucker, you ain't never seen a NASCAR race in your life. Like, quit playing, bro. Like,
Come
and
on.
it
Come
was
on, bro.
noteworthy on that podcast who he was around. The demographics said he was around to make that comment. Like, you was the only black guy on that golf course, bro. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. But I'm gonna steal a little anecdote that Perk said on First Take, in which I fully agree with. I was like, you telling that team to move. He was like, you telling that team to move from Memphis to Nashville would be similar to, you know where he got his school at, right? Akron, Ohio.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Telling
similar
Cleveland to
to
go to
somebody
Akron,
coming up
Ohio
to
and
him
shit.
and be like, "Yeah, Akron's cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to do out there, man. You should probably think about moving it to Westerville, Ohio." And in case so you don't have to Google it, Westerville, Ohio is a white suburb in Columbus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put it in a good home. You know what I'm saying? They got more stuff in Columbus. Like, how would you feel if somebody told you that about your school while you trying to uplift the youth in your community, bro? Like, that's where I start coming at it from. Like, as far as a cultural aspect, like, if you talk about a team moving, like the economic impact that it'll have on Memphis. Like, I know Memphis is not the biggest market in the United States, you know what I'm saying? But they're trying to be up and coming. It's a major
Yeah.
transportation hub. Like, bruh, like the kids there
Yeah.
need something to look forward to. Like, you just gonna give them nothing? They just gonna have nothing, huh?
Facts.
How about you
Nah,
just
you're
don't
right,
bring
bro.
nothing to Akron? Like, same thing.
Yeah, well, I know one thing Bron did. I know Memphis will never sign Bronny after Bron retire.
Hey, and then
It's over
while
with,
you
bro.
mention
You
that, so funny thing, bro. So Memphis and Milwaukee actually played each other Saturday, and Milwaukee was on a whole petty streak, so Milwaukee won the game, bro. So the first tweet Milwaukee posted was like, "We won the game versus between everyone's two favorite American cities." And then after that, during the post game interview, they asked Doc about the comments, and he was like, "Maybe if he lived here for 6 months, he'd think differently. Maybe we should trade for him."
Doc's so good, man. Doc
That boy's
catch a
so
bad
petty,
rap,
bro.
man. I'm glad he's going to the Hall of Fame this year, man. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
He deserve it.
Yeah, for sure.
He deserve it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But Bron wasn't wrong though. I mean, that's his opinion. And it's like shit.
Yeah.
You scared, but everybody love the big markets and shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Houston, LA, New York, we know. But some of these cities be diamonds in the rough. And Memphis is one of them. I love them.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. By the time Vegas get here, they saying Minnesota and Memphis might go to the East. Shit, Memphis might be relevant once they make that.
Well,
move.
I think
and Minnesota.
Yeah, it'll be Minnesota. Yeah, I think that would be the two most likely candidates to go to the East, if not Memphis and New Orleans, because they both like. I think of that making more geographical sense because they both in like Southeast.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that way, like SEC East. You know.
No, you're right. You're right. Minnesota can probably get away with it for sure. But at the same time, you're right. I never understand how Southern New Orleans is on the West. I don't even get that. I don't get that shit.
Hey, but I mean, those crazier things because the
But-
NFL had the Atlanta Falcons playing in the NFC West. So I mean,
Yep, in the 90s, you absolutely right. They was in the West and they was in the Central too.
yeah, like, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous, man. But I mean, hell, they market is they market, man. I mean, the fans still gonna love it and all that stuff. It is what it is.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So let's go ahead and move over to the NCAA recap. You know what I'm saying? We got some national champions, y'all. We got some national champions in both the men's and the women's college basketball. UCLA put belt to ass on South Carolina. That was just crazy work. South Carolina only shot 29% from the field and 13% from three. Gabriella Jaquez, her brother plays for the Heat. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. She went for 21 and 10. Lauren Betts, the MOP, you know what I'm saying? Dominated the whole tournament, went for 14 and 11, you know what I'm saying? And then on the men's side, Michigan, they won their first basketball national championship since 1989. You know what I'm saying? Everybody give the hype to the Fab Five, but they didn't know that Michigan was good at basketball and actually won a championship before then. They beat UConn 69-63. Elliot Cadeau was the MOP on the men's side, scoring 19. That game wasn't the prettiest to watch. Like, if I was comparing the two, like, even though UCLA put the belt to ass, at least it was more of a free-flowing game. Like, that men's game was a foul fest. It was pretty ugly to watch, man. But we can start on either side, whatever side you want to start on. Like, you want to sum it up on, you know what I'm saying, how these teams going to be remembered and all that kind of stuff?
Well, Michigan, they got a banner up, but at the same time, is it tainted? No. But us again, y'all had grown ass niggas. So I mean, what the fuck you expect when you going against college kids? You know what I'm saying? I can't fault them for that. I put that Michigan championship up there with Indiana. Whoop the fucking do. You better win the championship when some of your players 25 and they got kids and they grown with families. Cool. But as far as like South Carolina and UCLA goes. It kind of sucked. The coach wanted Dunn to get it, so it's like, shit, you done did all that, and you tell him you get your ass whooped in the national championship? It happens. But, one thing I like what Dunn said, Dunn was like, you know what? He said, if I'm going to lose to a team, I'd rather lose to a good person, a good coach, a good organization. UCLA was due for a good one a long time ago. Yeah,
especially after that little spat. That little spat the game before, that I'm pretty sure, like, they hugged each other, and Don made a show of it, like... Okay, like,
but come on, like Gino can do that shit. Let Dawn would have did that. Dawn would have lost her job, but Dawn would have been fine. She would have to have a press conference, all that shit, bro. It's unfair, but it is what it is. But like I say, Dawn gonna stay solid. Dawn gonna get her another one eventually. She'll get another one. You know what I'm saying? She got like 4. I think she got like 4, maybe 5. 4 for sure, I think, because she won with Leah Boston in Asia. She won one with Cardoso and them. So it's like, it's cool. They'll be all right. I think she has 3 or 4. She has 3 or 4. But other than that, man, shit, down to get some more, man. It's all good. Sometimes it was their team. UCLA, them girls were building something for a while. Betts, of course, Betts going to the league. So it was a good run, man. It was a real good run.
Yeah, it was 3.
It was well deserved. Yeah, it was well deserved. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even mad at it. That's the beauty of sports. That's the beauty of basketball, man. You win some, you lose some, man. When it's your time, it's your time. And I'm glad Dawn Staley handled that with class. I'm glad, like I said, she could have acted her ass and everything, man. But that's what Dawn said. Dawn is class personified, bro. So that's if you're gonna lose, that's the way you're supposed to lose, with grace and acknowledge your opponent and show love.
Yep, for sure. And I mean, I'll just give my point of view real quick. I mean, if we look at it like 5 to 10 years from now, I think the only one that probably be the one that'd be more memorable out of the two will probably be the UCLA one. Even though, like, no sneeze at Michigan, because the men's game was actually the highest rated, like, most watched game since 2019, and I think that's part of it. Like, Michigan, that's a big brand. They bring their fans. UConn's a big brand. They bring their fans. Yes. So I mean, there was a reason why it was the highest rated one. But I just think about it like from the women's standpoint, like, and you mentioned it kind of earlier when you was talking about, hey, they had all these grown men transferred. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the Michigan side, like, their top 4 players were all transfers. Like, there was no homegrown one. And that was going to be my point on the UCLA side. Like, even though Lauren Betts transferred, she transferred as a freshman over to UCLA from Stanford. But you got to see her grow every year to become the dominant force that she was her senior year. So the last 3 years we saw her in UCLA, you know what I'm saying? She had to go through her growing pains. She lost to Gino last year before Gino actually won the title last year. But she had to go through those growing pains. And that's kind of like the hurt of the NIL a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like the one and done rule was already hurting the men's game because it's like we can't like really remember them as college players, you know what I'm saying? Like they play 1 year, then they move on to the pros, and then they get their recognition. Like if they're good enough, they get their recognition when they're pros. But then we don't get to see them like grow together anymore year after year, going through the growing pains like Joakim Noah and them boys. Al Horford, like all those years they spent together, winning back-to-back in Florida, like, you know what I'm saying, like just watching a team grow together. And I think that's what made it more special about UCLA is that they grew together, they lost together, you know what I'm saying, that they finally overcame and beat a dominant South Carolina team, like, and the legend that is Dawn Staley, like, and I think that's more or less the part of it that we're gonna remember as far as the women's side. For the men's side, I think it would have been more memorable had UConn won it, and that's only because Dan Hurley would have won 3 out of 4. Now we gotta start talking different about Dan Hurley. You know what I'm saying? Like he in that upper room now when it comes to coaching, he up there with the Rubs, the Coach K's, and all that stuff. But I mean, I do like it that. Michigan did get to eventually win one, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully the Fat Five get some rings too, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for, you know what I'm saying, you putting Michigan brand on the map, you know what I'm saying? That's because they did win a championship, but that was the brand that they pretty much urbanized basketball for both, not just college, but also professional. Like, they did the black socks and the long shorts and all that stuff. Like, yeah, just for the culture. Yeah, go ahead and toss them some rings, you know?
Yeah, might as well show them love, man. Go on, retire some of their jerseys too, man. Go on, retire them. Like, I know a lot of stuff got banned because they got in trouble and shit, but it's like, hey, look, it's over with. It's long gone. Y'all got to show love to that Fab Five for real, man, because they didn't win no championship, no, but they made y'all relevant, bro. Y'all won the national championship in '89, but why y'all so relevant today? The Fab Five still stands, bro. I mean, granted, and Michigan is a football town, I believe. But it was, no, I'll take that back. It's a big balance of both of them because both their fan bases is pretty good. But like I said, basketball is starting to catch up with football again. And like I said, man, you got to do right. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do right by the Fab Five, man. I don't care how many championships you win in Michigan, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be bigger than what them freshmen did, man. Nobody. They changed the game, bro.
But I mean, a little tad bit. Like I know we talk about history with Dan Hurley winning 3 out of 4. For Michigan, they get to make a little bit of history too. You know what I'm saying? They just the third school to win both a men's basketball and a football championship within a 3-year span. The other two being Florida and Ohio State. But Florida and Ohio State did it in the same academic year. Like Florida did it in 06 when they won both football and basketball, and then basketball went back to back, you know. And then Ohio State did it. They actually used to be a good basketball school. Back in 1969, bro. 1969, bro. That's crazy. So only 3 universities that ever done that. So shout out from Michigan for doing that.
They did. They still did it. Shit, it is what it is. But you know, Ohio is a football state now. That basketball kind of
that big football.
Since older than them left, but yeah, big on football.
Yeah, I guess the last,
arguably.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess the last point I'd make, you know what I'm saying, before we move to NFL stuff, like, man, the other thing this says, I don't want to say it, but the Big Ten is the best conference in sports right now. Like, they just running everything. You got Indiana winning football. You got Michigan won men's. UCLA won the women's. Like, the Big Ten just running everything when it comes to this sports thing right now. It's tough.
Oh, absolutely. You didn't come off the top rope with that one. You came off like the first one, the second one. Yeah, of course. Who gonna argue that? Who gonna argue that shit? Nobody. Nobody gonna argue that shit.
Hey, when you man, you know, we both live in the South. Everybody think the SEC just run everything, but times have changed since this NIL stuff started.
Oh,
times has changed, bro.
Yeah, but I will say this. Well, I think once again, NIL is 50-50. It done some bad, it done some good, man. But if I had to take away one good thing from what the NIL did, it brought parity back to the college, man. Which that's what sports is at its best with parity.
I think it did. I think it did more so on the football side, but the basketball side, bro, there was a lot of blowouts this year, bro. Like in the tournament, there was a lot of blowouts, bro. I think it almost made it like more unequal, bro, between the top and the bottom, like. There wasn't really any close games, bro. Like that you could think of. Like
not really.
Obviously, actually funny, both of them involved Duke, both men's and women's. Like when they hit the buzzer beater versus LSU on the women's side, and then they lost because the younger brother choked on the men's side. You know what I'm saying? But like other than that, bro, I don't have no much memory of really close competitive games, bro. Like it was just like. Hey, these top dogs, because even every week when we kept on recapping the tournament, like, we was talking about Arizona and Michigan just dominated everybody. Like, it was like, And I called it. I was like, that was the national championship game, bro. Like, when they played that Saturday, bro, that was the national championship game. Because there was never really a situation, like, in which Michigan was ever uncomfortable versus UConn, bro. Like, even when UConn cut it close to whether it was 6 or 4, bro, like, Michigan was never uncomfortable. It was like, okay, yep, I guess we got to do what we got to do now. Like,
Yep. Well, I mean, now you weren't 1,000% correct as far as like basketball wise, but you know what I'm saying. But football wise, it brings a little parity a little bit because now the SEC, I'm an SEC guy, but SEC is dominant no more.
yeah, for sure.
Ain't that dominant?
Now's the Big Ten, though. Now's the Big Ten because you think about it, like Indiana won it, and then it was Ohio State before that, then it was Michigan before that. Like they won the last 3. Like, it's bad right now.
Yeah.
If you a SEC fan, if you any other conference fan, it's bad right now.
No, but you 1,000% not like you correct for both things. Big Ten is dominating everything, but still in all though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like now it's better than Alabama winning 6-7 years out of 10. No.
Yeah.
I got tired of that shit. I'm like, it was cool. Nick Saban, my guy, but it's like, no, fuck all that. I like parity.
It's always fuck out. Alabama lose, America wins, bro.
At best, I'd rather a team go back to back. That's it.
Yeah.
3P if you my favorite player, but exactly. Most back to back.
Yeah, for sure. I like seeing history every once in a while, but sometimes you get a little, especially I think your attitude got to be part of it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? How are you when you win these championships? Like, I kind of like the Chiefs because of the fun it looks like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes be having and stuff like that. Like,
yes.
You got a stank ass attitude. Then we really don't like you. Like, not a lot of people outside of New England really like the Patriots. Like, when they was going on they run between Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, it's just all buttoned up, suited up, mean mugging everybody, being the snobs and stuff like that. Like, nobody likes that type of stuff. Like, but when you having fun, like even the Warriors, for example, they're just fun loving up and down the court, smiling, shooting threes on everybody. When they was on their run for the last decade, like it part of it is your attitude, like whether we're going to enjoy your dynasty or not.
Oh, boy, you 1,000% correct, bro. You 1,000% correct. And it's funny when you mentioned Andy Reid in there, man. I didn't mind. I didn't really get Chiefs fatigue that much because at the same time, Andy Reid went to 5 NFC championships in a row and lost. And then when he finally made it to the Super Bowl, he lost to the Patriots. Yeah, he earned. He was already a Hall of Fame coach, but this run he been on solidified all that.
Yeah, for sure. He needed that.
So you know what I'm saying? We solid.
He earned that. He earned that the hard way.
Yeah, he did.
And kept us at quarterback. Kept us at quarterback.
But you know, it was so conflicting. It was so conflicting to me because like granted, I like the Chiefs. A lot of people got the Chiefs fatigue, but I know as far as like for me, I couldn't really complain because I always do that. I want to see a black quarterback win. Patrick is black, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I couldn't really complain. But now it's like, shoot. Now it's like I want Lamar to get one. I want one of us to get one. You know what I'm saying? I want like Patrick. I ain't gonna say Patrick ain't a Negro, but he's polished. Lamar is us. Lamar is a GA. You know what I'm saying? He's a GA type quarterback. You NFL got to do right one time. He got to do one for the culture, bro. He got to do one for the culture. He got to do what?
For sure. And I mean, speaking of that, that's actually a perfect segue while we start running off about the Chiefs and the Raiders. Go ahead and move over to this NFL recap. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get to Baltimore in a second. But let's go to Las Vegas first, man. So they signed Kirk Cousins to that 5. I'm gonna say it's illustrative. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think because we was talking about earlier Mike Malone's contract. I don't think he's staying all 5 years either. But it's 5 years, 172 with the Raiders. What do you think about that? Because I know when you text me, you was like, they're not finna draft Mendoza, man. You change your mind about that, bro? Because I still think.
Well, you know, my thing about it, if they do, I think it was you who told me or somebody else told me is Mendoza get to sit down for about a year at the most, out of a year. But you know the thing about that is, man, like, bro, Kirk Cousins' agent, bro. If they ever gonna put an agent in the Hall of Fame, he need to be the one. This man, I would think it's breaking news if I ever see Kirk Cousins get a veteran minimum contract. If I see him ever get that,
I think he'll retire before he do that, bro. He'll retire before he do that, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, Jesus, man. But I'm not mad at Kirk, man. So that sounds like to me, you know what I'm saying? Kirk at worst he's at best he's gonna start like 6 to 7 games. Maybe I can see the Raiders having a bye week by between 8 or 10 weeks. And it's just like I think at that point, Mendoza's a smart quarterback. I think a good full offseason, a good training camp to get him acclimated. I think Kirk Cousins gonna put up some numbers. I think will the Raiders be good? No, but at the same time, this year here will be a wash. You know what I'm saying? You got your quarterback. Y'all are probably drafting the top 10 again next year because your defense solid. So y'all gonna win. Y'all let they win about 1-2 games this year. Y'all gonna win at least by 5 or 6 next year. It ain't gonna be much. But I think this is gonna be a wash, and then Kirk Cousins gonna go on by his way. Kirk Cousins, he's the British quarterback. He's going to teach Mendoza and all that stuff. I will say this: Kirk Cousins had like a shaky NFL career. That man gonna come back as a coordinator, and 20 years from now, I won't be surprised he's a head coach. It's coming. It's inevitable. He's gonna be an offensive coordinator for somebody one day, for sure. But solid pickup, solid signing, but it ain't moving the needle. It's not.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to see what they do in the draft.
Yeah. And part of doing that in the draft is they're drafting Mendoza. I'm just letting you know right now. I text that to you. Like, they still drafting Mendoza, bro. It's just someone that Mendoza can sit behind, you know what I'm saying, learn the game, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, one more time for Kirk Cousins' agent, bro. One more time for him, bro. That boy. But you know who's the owner? Tom Brady's the owner, man. And if I'm Tom Brady, I'm probably finna cut him after this 1 year. So I'm gonna explain I'm gonna span a little bit, bro. Cause it's just the petty tourist in me. It's the petty tourist in me. So Kirk Cousins got 10 million, right? If he gets the other 10 million this season, like from his incentives, no, he already got 10 up front. But if he gets this other incentive to get this other 10, bro, he's gonna pass Tom Brady on career earnings, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah, if I was Tom Brady, I'd just be paid like, nah, bro. You gonna get that other 10 mil somewhere else, bro. You ain't finna pass me, bitch. Nah, I'm on the team, motherfucker. But hey, that shit got me curious though, because I was like, yo, who's the top 5 earners of all time? And I Google that shit. I'll run that shit down to you. And this is just crazy because one is not like the others when we run down this list, bro. So we got Matthew Stafford. He got 408 million. He's number 1. And then you got Tom at 332. Kirk right now at 321. Russell Wilson got 316. And then Aaron Rodgers got 315. That's the top. That's your top.
Thanks to Denver. Yeah, thanks to Denver. Russ got that because of Denver. Yeah, he got 285. I think.
I think it was like 280 from Denver. Yeah, it was around. It was 280 something. But yeah, like that's your top 5. And the only one that ain't got a ring out that motherfucker, we know who it is, boy. That's just crazy, bro. He fleeced people for 300 mil. But I'm not even gonna be too mad because when he was with Washington, I was co-signing for him to get the contract. I was like, why did Washington keep franchise tagging him, man? Sign that man to a long-term deal. He throwing for 4,000 yards, got no receivers and everything. Like, y'all ain't put nobody around him, but he over there throwing for 4,000 yards. And then he went to Minnesota and he showed you I'm still putting up these numbers. And then I got a receiver now with Stephon Diggs. And then I got a receiver now with Justin Jefferson. Like, he was putting up numbers. And then even with Atlanta, he had a winning record, even though in Atlanta, the turnovers start going up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just more or less like the learning phase of Kyle Pitts and Drake London and them down there. You know what I'm saying? It's all young boys around him. But, yeah, like, and then you think of Clint Kubiak and what he likes to do running off the, that whole Kubiak and Shanahan tree, they love that play action, that bootleg and all that stuff. And Kurt used to do that before he tore the Achilles. So, I mean, we'll see if he can still move around and do that. You know what I'm saying? A good, nice, I think it's now 2 years since the Achilles. So, I mean, he should be close to normal. He's probably not going to be sprinting that fast. I think he's 37. Like, he's not going to be sprinting that fast. But he could probably still do a little bit of that play action move. You know what I'm saying? And then you talking about the weapons that could be around him with Brock Bowers. You talking about Buddy from Boise, like Genty, like. And it's a solid team. And then they signed Linderbaugh, so they shored up the line a little bit. Like they shored up the line. Like it could be something. All he gotta do is play decent, and they probably going like you say you said 5 or 6. I think that'd probably be like 7 or 8. Like I think it could be 7 or 8, and then you could have Mendoza sit the whole time, because if they start out like 2-7, 2-8, now the fans gonna be like, yeah, you got to throw him in. Like it's probably not even gonna take 2-7. It's probably gonna take like 2-4. Like so, Kurt owes it to himself to start out the game like pretty decent. Like
this is short leash. Like I say, at minimum he'll make it to bye week. Good or bad, he'll make it to bye week.
That's fair.
For sure. I think bye week that throw Mendoza in now, because your season gonna be over by the bye week potentially. It's like let's see what he can go in there and do. Gotta get in there and do that.
Yep.
But like I said, I know for sure. Kirk got 10 up front. This is what I know is gonna happen. Kirk is gonna barely be at training camp. He's gonna barely be. He ain't gonna be doing the physical shit in training camp. Kirk Cousins is gonna be out there throwing that ball. Probably the first practice, he's gonna be in that film room with Mendoza. This gonna be the easiest 20 million he ever got. That man gonna be fresh. He ain't gonna get beat up. None of that's gonna. He ain't gonna get beat up.
Oh, he gonna get beat up. He starts like Kirk Cousins. He gonna get beat up.
Well, in the game, he's gonna get physical. But I'm saying, as far as the offseason goes. Man, Kurt gonna be like one of them shitbag soldiers, man. He got an appointment every day.
He better not be. If he gonna start week 1, he better not be. Oh, hell no.
Man, shit. Clint, but this is what I'm saying, though. Like, as far as, like, Clint Kubiak, he's coming from that run the football tree. Man, they gonna limit Kirk Cousins' passing tips to about 25 or lower. Genty gonna be the bell cow and all that stuff. Brock Bowers get his touches.
Same game plan they gave Sam Darnold.
So they gonna at best Kirk is gonna get. There you go. And like, who knows though? I'm thinking that's what they're going for, because I think it's not gonna happen. Quarterback's still gonna run the league, but I think the way Seattle did it, man, they kind of, it's a copycat league. A lot of people gonna be like, I'd rather set up my team and get a formidable quarterback. Of course, you want a superstar quarterback, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, if I can have my team loaded on both sides of the ball and I get a quarterback who just don't screw over the game, that could be the blueprint for the Raiders. It could be. Mendoza don't strike me as somebody who finna throw all over the field. Mendoza, a good game for Mendoza would probably be like 21, like probably like 18 to 25, about 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. I can see that. Because Genty gonna tote that ball. If Genty can stay healthy, it'll benefit the Raiders more than Mendoza or Kirk in the back, under the center for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Genty can tote that bitch like Emmitt Smith.
Facts. So let's go ahead and move on over to I guess we can call it Baltimore North, the New York Giants. You know what I'm saying? I know you've been itching to talk about this situation, so you need me to grab the table like the Dudley boys, bruh? You need me to grab the table, bruh? Because your boy Dexter Lawrence, he requested a trade, bruh, and he don't want to do voluntary workouts, so what you want to talk about?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news, not breaking news. This is why white people don't want to play black players, bro. This is why these owners be so stingy with their money. Dexter Lawrence, he ain't did shit these last 2 seasons, bro. You've been injury riddled, and you mean to tell me that the New York Giants want to keep their money? You want to request a trade? Come on, get the. All respect to the black players in the NFL. Get your bread, Dexter Lawrence. But come on, guys. You barely played, and you think they finna spend like damn near 25 plus on you. Get the fuck on, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, Lawrence, see, here's what's finna happen. You finna fuck yourself out some money. That's what's finna happen. Because now, as soon as you get traded, motherfucker, ain't nobody finna sign you to no long-term deal. You're not. Worst case scenario, the Giants gonna pay majority of your salary, and you can go sign somewhere for about $5-6 million somewhere else, bro. Somewhere else, bro. This is why owners be doing the shit they be doing, bro. Because y'all motherfuckers want to think you want to barely work and still get paid like you working. I know football's a physical game. Dexter Lawrence, he been in the league by 10 years, by 8 to 10 years. He's a dog, man. He's a dog. But come on, man. You got to have a proven season, my man. Don't sit here and try to come in here injury riddled like a motherfucker. Think you need to be paid like one of the highest players, motherfucker. You ain't T.J. Watt. You ain't Aaron Donald. You ain't fucking Quentin Williams. You was now. You got the talent like it now. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying. If you healthy, if you can stay healthy, yeah, you got the talent. But bro, come on, man. Let's stop. Quit being delusional, bro. Quit being delusional, bro.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why they owe you $20 million this year because you had talent. Like,
come on, man. No, bro. That shit pissed me off so bad because like sometimes, bro, we will hustle backwards, bro. Me personally, I don't like. Speaking of me, like I would assume I've been injured for 2 years. I barely can get on the field. I have nagging injuries. My dog, you mean to tell me I'm gonna sit here and be mad about? I understand New York finna take. He probably get like 9-10 million out of that. New York taxes is bad. I get it, but at the same time, bro, I'm on slate. Let's just say after taxes, he make like 9.5, 10. You still finna get 10 million and you barely did shit, bro. This can be your prove it deal, man. Like you finna get like that 20 million, bro, nigga. This isn't most prove it deals is vet minimum. Most prove-it deals are like 4-5 million. Bro, your prove-it deal is 20. Shut the fuck up, man. Get the fuck on, man. If I'm the Giants, I'm not doing good business either. Well, granted, you can't say the Browns is trash no more. They on the up and coming. If I'm him, I'm sending your ass to the Jets. Fuck you. I'm sending your ass across the street. I'm sending your ass to the Jets, bro.
Aaron Glenn might take him though. Aaron Glenn might take him though.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck all that. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool with that, bro. Ain't no way.
I agree with you all the way on that, my brother. Hey, but I do appreciate though that John Harbaugh do got a hands-off approach to it because it was like I've dealt with this before with Lamar Jackson, but the difference is I had a more personal relationship with Lamar, obviously head coach, quarterback, than I just got here.
Allegedly.
And Dexter Lawrence just got here. You know what I'm saying? Like. I just got here. Dexter Lawrence been here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about this dude, so I'm gonna let the GM do his job. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm all about players getting what they want from these billionaires, but you also gotta be productive, my guy. Like, you think somebody about to sign you to a $25 to $30 million deal, bro, and you barely get on the field. You only produce. I think it was 1.5 sacks. I said half a sack earlier. I think it was 1.5 sacks last year.
Come on, T.
I mean, we're not expecting too much from the D tackle position as far as pass rush is concerned, but like, bro, you got to do something. You got to do something for 25, 30. Like, you, come on, bro. That's like if Aaron Donald unretired, he's getting 25, 30. Like, probably more.
Oh, nigga, Aaron Donald still get 30. Oh, he'll still get 30. Shit, me, he'll get 30. But that's a lot, like, shut the fuck out, bro.
Let your play match the contract you asking for, bro. Let your play match the contract you asking for.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Get the fuck on. And you damn near, and you have to go over the hill at 30 years old. Get the fuck on, bro. Get out of here, man. I'm sending your ass to the Jets.
Alright. Last on the NFL docket, we're going to go back to the boys, the original Baltimore Ravens, you know what I'm saying? Starting to feel like Cam Newton with this one was like, he's back. At least that's what Zay Flowers told us about Lamar, you know what I'm saying? And, quote, he's always ready, but he's even more ready this year, bro. Hey, Derrick Henry, Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, all them boys was at the voluntary workouts, bro. You expect to bounce back here? Let's talk about it.
Come on, bro. Man, fuck yeah. Now, granted, like when it comes to injuries and stuff like that, injuries are a part of the game. But potentially, with the expectation that everybody's staying healthy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Ravens gonna do something good, man. Akeem Talib always said. He said it first and foremost. He said, bro, the football gods will bless you when you don't cheat the game, bro. Now, granted, that can be on Harbaugh a little bit. If Harbaugh gave him the free range to come and go as they please, cool. But you see a lot of stuff show up in the playoffs and stuff like that, and all that junk, and it's just like, bro, now you get a chance to. Will it change their future a little bit? No, but at least let y'all come out the beginning of the season out the gate and running. I do see that. You're already on task and stuff like that. Lamar doing what he doing, and hey, you know what I'm saying? This is a good start. And now, granted, don't get me wrong, it's new coaches. The offensive coordinator, 29 years old, he's young. Of course, maybe this OTA is going to matter. Now, next year probably won't. Lamar probably will go back to the same old shit. But for
That
first
gonna
time
nigga
new
time.
head coaches, of course you got to be there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you know, Lamar is the offense, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like
facts.
he's not really. It's not really much he can learn as far as in like, okay, all he's gonna do is learn the new formation. I'm gonna give Derrick Henry the ball. New formation is how I'm gonna give Zay Flowers the ball in open space. Ain't nothing gonna change. Baltimore still go they gonna still get by 11, 12 wins, and it's gonna be okay.
I hope so. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I kind of agree with you. But to me, the biggest question is how that line gonna hold up because we just talked about Linderbaum going over to the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. One of the best top five centers in the league. You know what I'm saying? So, and
And
then
he
you
young.
got the guard, Falele, just went over to the Giants. He just signed with the Giants yesterday. Like, so it's like uh, dang near half the
Bye
line.
bye.
Yeah, dang near half the line left though. So it's like, bruh, I hope that Lamar gets comfortable behind that line. I hope Derrick Henry can run through those holes. But that's gonna be my biggest concern. And then on top of that, Zay's still gonna be the number one receiver, bro. I mean, we already talked about a few episodes ago, like how I feel about your number one receiver being 5'9", bro. Like I'm not too comfortable with that. They gotta address that somehow. Either that or get another tight end because you know Mark Andrews been injury prone the last couple of years. So yeah,
And
I mean,
Isaiah went to the Giants too, so
yeah,
that's gonna
exactly.
hurt.
And Isaiah likely went to the Giants. So I mean, there's still. I feel Baltimore still got a couple of holes, but I mean, when you got one of those guys, and Lamar is one of those guys, yeah, they always going to be competitive. So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about that.
Yeah, that's a
But what I do think is going to happen though, and if Baltimore's offense can do like it does every year out the gate, I think having Jesse Minter, I think that's just going to show up like those slow starts that the defense be having the last couple of years. Like pretty much the reason why they didn't make the playoffs this year and last year was a struggle. Like those slow defensive starts and then they picked up in the second half. I think Jesse Minter is going to shore that side of the ball up because he, you know what I'm saying, he's a defensive guy, comes from the Mike McDonald tree, had the Chargers at number one last year. Like, so if
yeah.
that's going to be what matters to me. That's why I love that Trey Henderson picked up, even though they couldn't get Max Crosby. Like that was big time. They needed that pass rush because they have the secondary. Whether you talk about like the back seven, where it's Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, all them boys back there, it's like they
Talk
got
your
that, but
shit.
they just
Talk your shit.
they was 30th in sacks last year. They couldn't get no pass rush despite having that good secondary back there. That secondary was just getting tired running around the field all the dang time, like. And then they started picking up. Zach Orr had to come with those exotic blitzes and pick it up at the second half of the year to cover up, to mask the fact that that D line wasn't getting no pressure.
It
So
was too late then. It was too
yeah,
late.
exactly. So Jesse Minter, I hope Jesse Minter fixes that aspect for the Baltimore Ravens. And if he do that, oh yeah, Baltimore Ravens gonna be a problem. Like,
And to piggyback on what you said, T, boy, if you could have took the words right out of my mouth, bro, 1,000%. If anything, you know, rumors has it like Marlon Humphrey might be one of those post June 1st cuts. I say run it back with Marlon one more time, bro, because I think you can best believe you right now. What is it? It's March. It's April 9th, bro. Roquan, Hamilton, and potentially Humphrey. Hopefully Wiggins have a breakout season this year because he's gonna be up to get paid probably next year, bro. You gonna see a couple of all pros in that defense.
oh yeah, what's up? And then, like I said, you add that
And
pass rush with
Matabuke-
Trey Henderson, like you don't got to guard as long. Them boys ain't got to guard as long.
And Matabuke is coming. Even though he got a neck problem, Matabuke coming back healthy too. He said the whole season. Oh, he's gonna be on the tear too. So you better believe Baltimore gonna have a top 5 defense next year. It's just my thing about it is, of course, you got to get you a center, you got to get you a guard. You go get another tight end because Mark Andrews ain't gonna last that long. Go get you a young tight end, cheap, and like if I'm smart, if I'm Baltimore, go get another receiver, bro. Go get one. Go get one.
Plug
Go
those
get
holes.
one. You still
I don't
got
play
your
those
first
holes
round
there.
picks, and y'all pick it. Yeah, if y'all, my thing about it is, maybe if you can probably trade back in the first round or something, who knows? But
Yeah.
that 14 pick is gonna be very crucial. You may get an overlap, who knows? But if you can, if he falls short, which I highly doubt, everybody was talking about Arizona State, Tyson at receiver or Cornell Tate. Well, Cornell Tate will probably be gone. If Jordan
Yeah,
Tyson
he
is still
definitely
at
gone by
14. Go get him. Go get Jordan Tyson, bro. Go get him. Go get him. Everybody say his hamstrings is like fucking tissue, but damn that. You need it. Zay, in order to unlock Zay Flowers, bro, you need to get a premier number one. You have to.
For sure. Have to.
You have to. Because Derrick Henry still back there. That box still gonna be 7, 8 deep. And at the same time, you get somebody who can take the top off.
That's been my thing the whole time they've been together. Like, and they put up some numbers together, but it's like you just think about the RPO that just comes off that. Like defenses have to be up. Defenses have to be up because it's Lamar and it's Derrick Henry.
Gotta respect.
Like you gotta be up.
It.
Like just everything you can do off that, bro.
And to piggyback out of that, T, like, let's just say Henry want to stay longer to try to catch Emmitt Smith. Your ass better not leave Baltimore while Lamar the quarterback. I tell you that. If you want to even have a sniff, if you want to sniff 16,000, you better stay where you at. Because Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry gonna probably break the record for being the oldest quarterback still running for 1,400 yards. Because you gonna respect Lamar. You gonna respect Lamar, period.
Awesome.
So you can goddamn you can take that to the bank. Derrick Henry gonna be about 1,500.
Yep, for sure.
So yeah.
Let's go ahead and cross over though to this NBA recap. We got 4 days left in the regular season now. The regular season ends on Sunday. Lots of injuries going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Steph is not playing tonight. That's going to be part of our 4 for 4. We got Cunningham coming back from injury. Luka and Reeves out. We got Wemby hurt with the ribs. Bruh. Edwards out, bruh. No playoff matchup being locked up yet. Except the only one I think might be locked up, bruh. And I know you about to talk about it a little bit about the strategic ability of the Los Angeles Lakers. I think LA and Houston going to be the 4 or 5. It's just whether who's going to be hosting. You know what I'm saying? Whether we want to enjoy more games in Houston or more games out in LA. Unless Denver collapses, which I don't see that happening either. But even if Wemby comes back, I think when VP is over, you know what I'm saying, missing these last couple of games. But we can talk about the league as a whole, bro. Like, how you expecting things to shake out over this last weekend going into the playoffs?
T, remember what I told you now? I told you. I told you. And to comment on your first point, everybody's playing hooky, bro. Everybody's resting up for the playoff, which is fine. You know, the 6-5 game threshold is over with. Fair. All that stuff got it. You know, even though Wemby not gonna play, watch how probably you say in Sunday. Probably, breaking news, Wemby coming back either Thursday, Saturday. Wemby gonna play them 20 minutes, bro. Wemby, this is gonna be the easiest 20 minutes Wemby ever played. Yeah, Wemby's just gonna be out that bitch running cardio. That's all he gonna do. Don't get that ball. He gonna watch this. I guarantee you. His game he gonna play to make the All NBA. This is gonna be the game he gonna jack up so many threes because he ain't taking his ass in that paint. Fuck no.
Oh yeah.
And like I told you in our inaugural episode, even the first 2, man, the Lakers ain't stupid, man. We ain't finna go deal with Wemby. Not now. We gonna go see Wemby. If we get past, they'd rather go after OKC. And OKC might whoop their ass, but we match up better with OKC. Nobody won't win, bro.
OKC, bro. You're about to fuck around and find out with OKC. You keep on talking.
Yeah, OKC probably
sweeps and stuff.
OKC probably whooped it. Yeah, man. So them in Houston, they'll go. KD and Bron, NBA make sure they go 6, but the Lakers gonna cover because KD ain't got enough. And then I'll say, you better hope.
Because I mean, you think it's gonna be Lakers over Rockets, especially if we're talking about like Luka might miss the first couple of games of that series, bro, and maybe Austin Reeves, because you know what I'm saying, like they both hurting. Like we talking about a leak and a hamstring, bro. Those are 2 things that are untimely, bro. Like you could say like it's a 2-week injury, blah 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 blah. Nah, bro, that's soft tissue, bro. No. There's no time frame for that. It heals when it wanna heal, bro.
Now, he's not like Luka probably tweaked his hamstring. Don't get me wrong, bro. Luka, man, these boys.
My boy's in Spain right now, bro. My boy in Spain trying to get horse steroids or whatever they do over there in Europe, bro. Stop playing, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Luka, they ain't stupid. And like I told you, Lakers, man, nigga, we finna hit. Let's go and drop it 4-5. Let's go and walk the 4-5, and we'll pray for OKC. And now don't get me wrong. Now if Luka don't come back, all three will be back, and like the Lakers will still get him because all they're gonna do is shut down KD. Almond, Reed, Sengun, you're gonna have to beat us. We'll live with it. KD still gonna get his 25, but they're gonna make it hard for him. They're gonna make it hard for him. So get ready for that. But I'm glad now.
Sure, I don't know. I don't know if they are gonna make it hard for him because hey, now JJ Redick over here pissing off some good role players like Jared Vanderbilt and stuff. Like, why you in the press conference throwing everybody under the bus, bro? Hey, before the playoffs, before we get on this playoff run, we talking about DeAndre A can't catch. You know what I'm saying? We've been on DeAndre A's head ever since we started this podcast, bro. We've been on that, bro. Hey, I know DeAndre A got to be tired. He's like, bro, everybody on my neck, bro. Now my coach saying I can't catch. He ain't saying nothing we ain't already seen. But yeah, and then you beefing with Vanderbilt, and you need that. That's gonna be your 3-and-D guy. Like you need a little chill out, JJ. You need to chill out.
Come on, man. And and like I said, JJ ain't going nowhere because you need a coach like that to call out them bullshit ass players. No, I don't blame him for that. I wanted to, because LeBron's on next year regardless. So I wonder if they're going to stick around or not. Who knows? But at the same time, the proof is in the pudding. JJ is good at coaching. So it's like, hey, it's time for Rob Pelinka to go get some help. Because because Davis had said on a Draymond Green podcast, man, he was like, hey, Robert Pelinka trying to rebuild around Luka. So I can see him and also, but I don't think, and I don't want to sound racist, but bro, also the reason Luka ain't scaring nobody, man. You gotta go get somebody else.
I don't think it sounds racist.
Go get Giannis.
I don't think it sounds racist.
Go get Giannis.
They exciting whites. They definitely exciting whites though.
Yeah, of course. But like I said, is the NBA gonna be the NBA, bro? Everybody talking about New York and shit like that. Man, go get Giannis, bro. Go give up some first round picks and go goddamn give up Aiden. Aiden got a 2-year deal. He got to play option. Go get rid of Reeves, get rid of Aiden, and get rid of all your first round picks up to 2023 or whatever. Go get Giannis, bro.
They think that they thinking that if LeBron opt out, he might go to New York.
Nah, he gotta go to Cleveland. It's just nah.
I don't think he's going to Cleveland.
Because arguably
he already said he don't even like going home. That was part of that interview too. He didn't like going home either. Shit, I don't think he going back to Cleveland, bro. That man a big market now, bro. He a big market guy now, bro.
But if he wants his farewell tour, man, you got to do it in Cleveland. And me personally, I could be coming off the top rope a little bit, maybe the second rope. But at the same time, I don't think it's far-fetched that if LeBron with this Cleveland team is better than the 2016 championship team in my eyes. You got more defense. You got defense. You got Harden. You going back to the.
I can't believe you.
Yeah, you going back to the third wheel.
You mentioned playoffs and Harden, bro.
Yeah, well, Harden with LeBron, it'll be different. It'll be different. You still got to respect LeBron, man.
LeBron will be giving them same look he gave J.R. Smith. That's what LeBron would be doing. No, you better. Hey, if it comes between Cleveland and L.A., I would rather Luka take the air out the ball than James Harden take the air out the ball in the playoff game. Because I know Luka going to drop 40. No doubt.
Yeah,
if we gonna get eliminated, we gonna get eliminated with Luka having a 50-point game. That's what's gonna happen. I know LeBron was gonna want to fight James Harden after the game if James Harden putting the air out the ball. He going 4 for 19, bro. 2 for 13.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, I think if you go get Giannis, go get Giannis. And like I said, and this connects very well to what we was talking about with LeBron's comments about Memphis. Austin Reeves will look good in Milwaukee. That's an Austin Reeves town right there. That's an Austin Reeves town. He will be so comfortable in Milwaukee. He won't be honest.
Well, he'll be even more comfortable in Memphis actually because he's from Arkansas. So that is Austin Reeves type of. That's Austin Reeves type of town.
Austin Reeves gonna be comfortable than a motherfucker. He also needs to be comfortable. Memphis, I mean, Memphis, he is from Arkansas and is all right there. But Memphis is kind of like, it's kind of niggerish. Milwaukee ain't nothing but white.
No, hey, no, hold on,
white.
bro. Hey, it's pretty white during the day. It's just when the sun goes down. If you're on Beale Street, you notice all the white people leave out when the sun goes down. It's almost like a white sundown.
Of course.
All the white people leave when the sun go down, and then all the niggas show up, bro.
Makes sense. When it's not safe for the children. Also, ready to get your ass in the house. We need you. You need a bell call. But I say, yeah, go get Giannis, bro. Yeah, that makes sense. Go get Giannis, bro. Or it's far fetched, but everybody, a lot of people saying Jokic and Luka trying to get together. Lakers gonna get somebody spectacular next year. You got $50 cap room. When LeBron opt out and leave, bro. Just go goddamn, because LeBron, it's time for you to go. LA, you got LA a bubble ring, that's fine, but LeBron's time to go. They like you, but you'll never get that love like Shaq, Kobe, Magic. It's okay.
Well, not just that, but then you can already tell there's a lot of friction between him and this new ownership team. Like, compared to Bus, you know what I'm saying? Bus let him do like some of the things that he wanted to do when he first got there. But his new ownership team's all about business. Like, it's the same team that got the Dodgers back-to-back championships. Like, they not fucking off with this shit, bro. They not right. All them them little quotes you were saying on your little podcast about a Tuesday night in Milwaukee or a Thursday night in Memphis. Like, these things all about business. Yeah. If we gonna get a dub, your ass gonna be on a Tuesday night flight to motherfucking Milwaukee and Memphis, bro. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
They're not playing that.
And with the playoffs about to start, man, everything's gonna be solid now, man. And it's gonna be good. And this is gonna be actual basketball I want to watch too, man. That's what it's gonna be good, boy. I can't wait, boy. I can't.
And I think people are sleeping on the Eastern Conference, bro. But honestly, I mean both sides gonna be good, but I'm almost wanting to come off the top rope and say Boston's gonna win this championship, bro. I'm almost ready to declare it right now, bro. I'm almost ready to declare it because especially how Jason Tatum came back these last 5 games. Like the first 10 was rough, getting his legs back underneath him and stuff like that. But he went back to premium Jason Tatum form the last 5 games, and it's got like those last 5 games like career high averages in rebounds and assists. Like it's about to be a problem for anybody out east. Like they talk about New York and they talk about possibly Detroit. Nah. Don't worry about it. You gonna find out. I promise you that Boston Celtics team is about to be Thanos around this motherfucker with Coach Mazzulla, with Jaylen Brown that should be up for MVP votes, even though, you know what I'm saying, they keep on talking about SGA and Wemby. It should be Jaylen Brown up there too. And then you talking about Coach Mazzulla should be Coach of the Year for what he had to carry without Jason Tatum. And then you talk about Jason Tatum coming back. And you got Shepard White and all these boys, they picked up larger roles, and now they know what they need to do if one of them slacking. Like, this is going. I mean, Pritchard and them, like, it's gonna be a problem.
I won't this.
I promise you, only OKC gonna be able to slow this down.
Nah,
that's if OKC make it.
I think Denver will do something. Detroit to do something. I think Detroit to do something. Yeah, like Detroit to do something. I think New York probably had a number. One glaring thing I'm gonna want to see, because I know Al Horford and Drew Holiday was huge for their playoff run last year. You had a good perimeter defensive player. Now you got to understand, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of JB's shoulder to lock up and probably get the best player now. So I'm gonna have to see how they look in their first round, even though it's gonna be a sweep, whatever, whoever they play. But my thing about this, I'm down with that shit with Philadelphia. I mean, hopefully Embiid ain't gonna be long with appendix surgery. He'll be alright. He'll be back in time for the playoffs. I'm down with the Philadelphia shit though, man. I don't think
if they even make the playoffs, boy. If they make the playoffs. They 8th right now, but I'm saying they 8th. They 8th. You mess around, lose 2 games, you're not in the playoffs, right?
No, I'll say this. I'm coming off the top rope, T. I ain't gonna be disrespectful as if it's the Spurs or OKC. But if Philly get Detroit, man, I think Philly gonna get them. Cause Detroit young, bro. They're young. They gotta go through that fire first. They gotta go through that fire. Detroit gonna put up a good game.
They went through
Detroit.
fire last year.
Yeah.
Bro, you
right.
That'll be kind of embarrassing to get this one seed and get knocked off by potentially whether it's. Well, yeah, it would have to be an A seed for it to be Philadelphia to meet them. But yeah, if that's the first round matchup and Philly knocked them off, bro, that's gonna be a step back compared to last year, bro. Like, nah, bro, that can't happen. That cannot happen.
I tell you one thing though. I'll say this too though. Hey, Philly better win that first play-in game. No, I take that back. I think Philly might take that first play-in game. No.
Then you're messing around.
If they go to 7 seed, they get Boston.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Cleveland. It's Cleveland.
No. So right now it's Orlando and Philly 7-8. Winner would get Detroit. No, winner would get Boston. Loser would play another game to get Detroit. But if Philly beats Orlando and they play Boston, it's about to be a smoke show. That's done at 5. I promise you that. That's done at 5.
Gee, I don't know. Dude, healthy. Paul George is healthy.
You keep on saying a whole lot of ifs, bro. And like Pastor George said, if was a fifth, we all be fucked up. No, Philly.
No, you're right.
Man, they got a better shot against Detroit than they do Boston. I promise you that.
I would argue that.
It's a 5. It's 5. It's 5. And that's being friendly.
Philly got too much though, T. You think Maxine about to get off?
You're right. Philly got too. Philly do got a lot. They got a lot of what ifs. We don't play with what ifs, bro. I know what I got with Boston. I know what JB gonna do. I know what JT gonna do. I know what Derek White gonna do. They gonna be them clamps on Maxie.
They can't hold Embiid though.
That's cute. That's cute.
No. It's
man,
too much.
You don't think they're gonna be rubbing that elbow right there in that little appendix area? They're gonna be rubbing that elbow right there every time he post up. I promise you, bro.
You think they gonna get physical with Tatum? I don't. Man, Tatum ain't gonna be out there running around Achilles like that. Okay.
But you got that dude that said it was. You got that other dude that said was in the MVP running. You ain't got to worry about JT. This ain't JT's team right now. It'll be JT's team next year, but this JB's team. You got to do it him. Him.
I can't.
Himothy.
I would never argue against Boston. I give you that 1,000%. I never argue against Boston, but Philly got too much, man. They got.
It might be this green I got on that got me supercharged about Boston right now, but
possibly. But I'm telling you, Philly finna pull Houdini on people, bro. They got too much, bro. They got way too much. And like I said, JT and JB, Derek White, he a good defender, but JB one of your best defenders. You gonna have to go after Maxey.
You didn't have a balance from last
year? You gonna have to go after Maxey, of course, bro. You gonna have to. Paul George from Indy. You gonna have to respect him. So if some of your best players going there, who the fuck gonna stop Embiid? And then you gonna let Edge come roam free, and then you got Grimes, then you got fucking Oubre, and you got Andre Drummond. It's too much, T. It's too much, bro. And Nick Nurse can coach. Nick Nurse is champion now, and he got that talent, man, bro. Man, Philly knew what they was doing. They know good and well this team wasn't gonna make it to the playoffs if they played over 50, 60 games, bro. These boys gonna be healthy, and it's gonna be a problem, bro. I'm telling you, it's too much. They are one of the most deepest teams. It's too much, T. Now, will I be surprised if Boston whoop their ass? No. But you say 5?
Belt their ass.
If Boston wins,
like that disrespectful stuff you talking about sweet with San Antonio and OKC? Like that. No, okay, I promise you, this gonna be a legitimate gentleman's sweep.
No. I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe it. But San Antonio's proven, T. They prove it. So
San Antonio proven where?
Improving.
Oh, improving. I thought you said proven.
The regular
season. That's cool. That's cool. We already talked about this. So you already made that point. I told you there's a difference between a one-off on a Tuesday night in OKC and San Antonio. Then I got to get back on the plane to go visit Houston or whoever next. Versus, hey, we got 7 games every other day. I'm locking down on you, and I'm focusing only on you, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a problem.
You're right. You're right. I won't. I cannot argue with what you're saying, T, at all. I can't argue. But T, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be too much, bro. And playoffs is all about matchups. Philly is unguardable, bro. They
only got one. They only got one player. There's only got one player that could potentially pose a problem for Boston. They got everybody else. Everybody else gonna get clamps. PG getting clamps. Maxey getting clamps. Like whoever else is on Philly's roster is getting clamps, bro. They only got to worry about Embiid, bro.
I'll be a fool to say you're wrong about what you're saying about Boston. They're proven, they scary. I get it, but man, I'm telling you, Philly. I'm gonna have to down that hill, T. I'm gonna down that hill. I'm gonna have to down that hill. I think Philly's still coming out the East.
That's fine. We'll talk about it more on Sunday, but let's go ahead and switch over to this 4-for-4 real quick. Let's go ahead and switch to this 4-for-4 because we doing our little short week, and then we got another recording on Sunday, so we can talk about it more on Sunday while these games going on.
For sure.
But
For sure.
let's go ahead with this 4-for-4. This 4-for-4. We got tonight. We got the Celtics and the Knicks. How you feeling? Who you got?
Where we at?
Celtics and Knicks.
You don't like
No,
It's at MSG. It's actually going to be Jason Tatum's first game since he tore the Achilles. Tore his ACL.
Yeah, Knicks.
You got the Knicks?
Knicks.
I'm going Celtics. Don't worry about it. And I promise you, Jason Tatum's going for at least 30. Jason Tatum going at least 30 to prove a point. So that way, when they come to the second round, they know that Boston's not half-stepping.
It could be a statement game. You're not wrong.
And then next one we got Lakers Warriors tonight. And then I already said earlier, Steph is out. So.
So I'll say this: even with Steph being out, Lakers still gonna lose. They gotta get to the 4. They gotta get to 4 and 5. They gotta get out there.
So they tanking. They mini tanking right here.
Go to State.
I'm going. We opposite again. I'm going with the Lakers. And even though, I thought this was going to be LeBron's last show his ass game against Steph. I think he's still going to show his ass on Draymond just because his friend out on the court. He going to drop a nice smooth 25, 10, and 8.
For tanking purposes, I never bet against LeBron. For tanking purposes, I'm taking Golden State, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so next tomorrow we got the Thunder versus the Nuggets. So Thunder already locked in the 1 seed, and then it looks like unless the Nuggets collapse, they're going to be locked into the 3. So who you got on this one?
Denver. OKC going to start resting their players.
Yeah, I agree.
Is the primetime game on ABC?
It's Friday. I don't know who. I think Friday is normally Prime Video.
Amazon. Yeah. So I'll say this. I'm gonna go Denver for my answer, of course. OKC gonna play these starters, and they probably rest them by second half.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking this. I was kind of thinking this is gonna be the last game really for SGA to make his MVP case. So, but I'm with you right here. I think the Nuggets want some momentum, and they want to make sure they lock in this 3 seed.
Yeah.
And then lastly, the last one is another Nuggets game. We got the Nuggets versus the Spurs on Sunday. And that's going to be the last primetime game on ESPN. That's going to be pretty much almost the last game of the season. There's other games that's going on that Sunday night, but that's going to be the last primetime game. So who you got on this one? And I guess the big question there is Wemby going to play? Is Wemby going to try to get that 65 game? And then
man, Wemby finna go about 5-20 on the 3 Sunday. Watch this. Wemby finna jack them bitches.
Who you got though?
Wemby gonna play. I'm gonna go Denver. They in San Antonio, Denver.
They're in San Antonio.
Yeah, Denver gonna win. Denver, like you said just a few seconds ago, they gotta get a statement game. They gotta get some momentum. So I see Denver winning, but I see Wemby getting his All NBA minutes restriction though.
So this one's conflicting me, and the thing that's tough about this, bro, is because we don't know what the situation is going to be like on Sunday. Because I want to pick the Spurs because my reason being is if Denver locks up the 3 seed, I just feel like they'll rest Jokic and Murray and stuff like that. But then there's also the side of maybe we just want to beat their ass one more time just so they know that what's about to come up in the second round. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, I feel like they're gonna rest, especially Aaron Gordon and all them. Like on that last game, if they're locking that 3 seed, so I'm gonna go with the Spurs only because I feel like Wemby will probably play that as his last game to get that 65th game, and then also he's gonna want to prove a point against Denver as well. Like he's gonna play his 20 minutes, and then he's gonna want to prove his point against Denver as well to let them know that yo, this second round ain't finna be no cakewalk. Like if you make it to the second round, we gonna get some work in.
I won't argue that. I won't argue that. But like I said, they already locked in because the top 6 seeds are already set for the West, I believe. The East got some more stuff to do. I can see that. I can see that. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all. But you know, but San Antonio, Wemby gonna get his 20, and it's gonna probably be a blowout from there. Cause everybody gonna get ready for the playoffs. Start with that Wednesday, Thursday, or that next weekend.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, next weekend for everybody else, but play-ins on Tuesday. Play-ins on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we solid. It ain't gonna matter. Wemby gonna get his 20, and he good. I'm not expecting much out of that game, but I'm gonna say Denver, and Golden State and fucking New York.
Yeah, I think we was opposite on all of them except for Thunder Nuggets. Yeah, we both agree on the Nuggets, but on the Nuggets on Friday night. But yeah, we was opposite everywhere else. So I guess we're gonna see how that shake out.
Yeah, for sure.
But all right, man. Hey, you got anything for the people before we head up out of here?
Hey man, look, hey, be prepared. We're gonna have a quick turnaround. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Because we gotta go do some fatherly things. I gotta go coach my boys, and you know I know you gotta do your thing with your lovely daughter. So it's like, hey, we're gonna have a quick turnaround Sunday. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a good weekend commercial break. We'll come back Sunday with some good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Following your ass.
I say the same thing every time. Hey, see love, be the light you wish to see in the world. Hey, and we'll check y'all on the next episode of Toss Up Sports. All right, that's Jonathan Taylor. I'm Jonathan Thompson. We'll see y'all next time.
Salute.
Yes, sir.